All right, today I'm going to answer some of my most common questions about my freeze dried milk. One of the most common questions that I got was why are you doing this? So I have a little bit of an oversupply. I get about an extra 3 or 4 ounces a day, which eventually adds up to around 100 ounces a month, which is exactly why I'm running my freeze dryer, my step goal, my 100-ounce increments per each month. And for a while, I was just filling up my freezer, which is great, but freeze milk either lasts 6 months in a normal freezer or 12 months in a regular freezer. And I really wanted a way to preserve my milk for longer than that in case my kiddo gets sick down the line. I could whip it out for any like cold fevers or just, during cold flu season time of the year. Love to like supplement his food with this. So like add it into oatmeal or mix it in with cow's milk that he's having. So I just really wanted a way to kind of preserve it for longer. The other reason that I do it is because it is shelf stable, right? So it can sit on my shelf. You're basically making, homemade formula when you make one of these. And so it can sit on your shelf. It's like totally sealed up. There's an oxygen absorber in there. We're out of power for 10 days with a hurricane about a year ago. And so I'm very sensitive to running out of power. And I would hate to lose this huge stash to a power outage. So I really love being able to make it shelf stable and it lasts longer. They say for 3 years, freeze dried food can last a really long time. We'll probably cap it at the 3-year mark, but it does push us out. So I did this in January of 26. So I will have milk available until January of 29, which is great. Again, kiddos get sick or whatever. My second most asked question is about how do you reconstitute it? So how do you add water back in? For me, each of those little cubes is 1/3 of an ounce. So 3 cubes makes an ounce. So you put the cubes in and then you add to the 1 ounce line with water. So that works. If you don't have cubes, you can also weigh your trays before and after. You subtract, you see how much weight they lost, and that's how much water was lost. And so that's how much water you would need to add back in. For me, each of these bags represents 20 ounces. I know that because a tray, I put 20 ounces into it. So if I take a pitcher, one of those formula pitcher things, I put this on there, fill it to the 20-ounce line with water, mix it up, and I'm ready to go. I can make a couple bottles for that day. 20 ounces is about how much he drinks in a day, so 1 bags a day for me, basically. So this is probably I know it looks like a ton, but this is really a month's supply because it's 30-ish bags. All right, I think that answers my 2 most commonly asked questions. I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any other questions about this process, and I'll see you guys next time.